Hi, Jaguar family. I hope you all are safe and well during this COVID-19 shutdown of our school. This week, I'm going to share with you a short lesson on embracing challenges. Goodness, all of us are sure having to embrace some challenges right now that we never expected. I want you to think about how making mistakes when trying something challenging can be a positive thing. Here we go. It's often said a person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Why can it be scary to try new things? And what's scary about making mistakes? Watch this video to see what some other people think.
So the scariest thing about making mistakes is what other people would think about you. There's a lot of people there that are going to see you do it, or they're either going to judge you for it.
And some people are even ridiculed because they made that mistake. So I think that's the scariest thing about making mistakes.
Being judged or laughed at because people do that.
You don't want people to think of you in a different light than you've already carved out for yourself.
I don't know what will happen after I make those mistakes, because my parents are really strict, and I know getting maybe like a C on a test isn't the happiest thing.
The scariest thing about making mistakes is having to fix them and own up to them.
A mistake I made that was kind of scary was messing up in class when I was asked to answer a question, and it was in front of a lot of people I knew that was in that one class, and answering the question wrong was kind of really big mistake, kind of scary, embarrassing type mistake.
I think we can all relate to those kind of mistakes. We've all certainly made some before. One thing to think about is how can the fear of making a mistake prevent someone from trying something new and challenging? So think about how that's happened to you before. How can the fear of making a mistake prevent someone from trying something new or challenging? So can you think of some examples of this in your own life? Think of something new that you would like to do or learn, but maybe you're afraid to try that. And what makes you nervous about trying? We're going to hear some more young people describe just that.
Challenges are that they really work your brain, and they help you overcome obstacles, and they help you find new ways on how to work on something.
Currently, I'm learning the guitar, and it's hard. It's not easy, but I really like it.
I like challenges a lot because it makes me think that I'm getting smarter and doing better as I progress through middle school. One challenge that I had was actually the beginning of middle school, because I had to miss the first couple days of school, and it was really challenging to meet those people that were already creating friend groups and try and join with them and become friends with other people, since I missed the beginning part of the year.
One thing I'm doing that is challenging myself is trying to join a group at my school called the Leadership Council, and basically when I'm in 7th grade and 8th grade, we will be the leaders for the 6th graders.
Right now, I'm doing a robotics group, and it's quite challenging since we're just high school and middle schools and we're facing college kids, and it's quite hard for us. That pushes us to do better.
I really enjoy challenges. I feel like if I'm not feeling challenged in one way or another, I'm pretty bored.
What I like about challenges is it pushes you to extents that you never knew you had. So a challenge that I went through was a sport that I played, and so I never thought I could do it, but when my coaches, they pushed me hard, they challenged me.
So think about the challenges, the kind of activities that you like. Why do you like that? And what types of challenging activities do you dislike? And why do you dislike those? So next up, here's a challenge for yourself. I'm going to try this at home. You've got 15 seconds to look carefully at this illustration. Try to remember all the little details. All right, are you ready? You got it all drawn in your head? Now you've got 30 seconds to draw it with your eyes closed. And let's see how well I do. I have a feeling I'm not doing too well. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty awful. Let's see what we get to do next. So I'm going to look back at the drawing and compare to the one that I made. That's pretty sad. How do you feel about the mistakes that I made? Now, yeah, that's what I said. It's pretty sad. I made several mistakes there. But next, let's take another chance at this. This time, we've got 45 seconds to take another look at it, and this time with your eyes open actually, and try to make corrections if I remember that. All right, let's see if I can correct this. So there was lips, and there was a fin there. There's a little fin below. More of a body there. I think the little fin came there a little bit. Fish did have a knife. Okay, at least now it does look like a fish. I love the quote that goes with this lesson. Creativity is allowing yourself to make mistakes. Art is knowing which ones to keep. So that's pretty cool. The drawing of the fish, I feel pretty sad about my drawing, but I was able to embrace that, and when I had the opportunity to go back and make some corrections, I felt a lot better about that. And I would say that I would do some things differently if I had to do that activity again. And I think sometimes making mistakes, and when you have the opportunity to correct them, it does give you that confidence that next time, no matter what happens, you know it's going to turn out okay. Students, there's one more thing I want you to think about. Why is it good to make mistakes when you're doing something challenging? Please feel free to drop a comment on our YouTube channel, and make sure to check back next week as we'll put another video on here. Have a safe week, everyone.